Which teams in the AFC are going to make the playoffs? Let's find out. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. We're going to dive right into things. AFC teams that are going to make the playoffs this year in order, and I'm going to try and get as close as I can with records as well, give or take a couple games, okay? A lot of teams in the AFC are going to have really good records this year, but it's going to be a loaded conference. So a lot of teams are going to be out of the playoffs, but really good records. Starting things off, first team that I think is going to be the number one seed, the best team in the AFC, Cincinnati Bengals. I think they're going to be around 13-4. They do have a really tough schedule, but again, I think they're the most talented roster in the NFL, really. Them and the Eagles, I think in the AFC alone, they're the best roster, and they have a great quarterback, great coach, and I think they're really gonna pull and do really well this year. Moving on to the second team that I think, second seed, I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills. I think they're gonna be again around 13-4 record, 13 wins, and again they've got a really good roster. Obviously, Josh Allen is a very talented quarterback. The only thing that scares me is their running game. They were terrible last year, so maybe they can turn that around. Their schedule again is also tough, but they have always been pretty consistent with winning games every year and being one of those top teams. Third team, it's got to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, the Chiefs just lost to the Lions, but I mean they had a lot of factors in why they lost. I think they're going to have 11 wins and 6 losses. I think they're going to win their division. It's going to be close. But they're the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. I think they're going to get Chris Jones back eventually. They're still a very talented team, and you can't ever count this team out. Going to number 4, Jacksonville Jaguars. I think the Jaguars are going to easily win their division. I think they have an easier schedule out of all these playoff teams. I think for me, I'm going to go around 10-7 as their record, 10 wins around there. Mainly because they're still a younger roster and figuring out Doug Peterson's schemes and how to win better and win more games. Moving on to the 5th seed, I have the New York Jets going 12-5. Again, another tough schedule. Aaron Rodgers coming into a new system. They've got a really talented roster. I really think that adding Dalvin Cook really puts them up there a little bit as an improvement for more weapons on offense. Their defense is very loaded, and I think they're going to be in a lot of these really tough games and be head and neck with every team. I think they're going to be right there with the Bills. Those two teams are going to be duking it out for the top seed for this division. For me personally, I don't think the Dolphins or New England are anywhere close to those two teams, but I could be wrong, obviously. Moving on to the 6th seed, I have the Cleveland Browns going 12-5. Cincinnati, I think, is the best team in that division. I think the Browns are number 2. I think the Ravens are right behind them, and the Steelers have always had a really solid record each year. They have a really great defense, but again, another time, another video, I can explain why the Steelers won't be in the playoffs this year. Really, the Cleveland Browns have such a loaded roster. People forget Deshaun Watson was an MVP candidate not too long ago. So again, the Browns loaded roster. They have a easy enough schedule compared to some of the other teams, and I think they can get it done. For my 7th seed, I have the Baltimore Ravens making it. Yes, a third team in the same division. I think they can make it. Lamar's shown each year that they can make and win games in the regular season. I don't trust them in the playoffs. Again, whole nother video of why I don't trust him in the playoffs. But again, he can win games in season. Wide receiving core is okay. He doesn't really throw the ball as much as he really should. And their defense is okay. I have them going 11-6. Notable mentions here that could possibly slide in and replace one of these couple teams. I have 2. First one's going to be the Denver Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to be right there with the Chiefs fighting for that division. It's all dependent on Russell Wilson and how well he can play. Defensively, the Broncos are great. They were great last year. They've got weapons on offense. Their offensive line's healthy this year. and will help protect Russell, but it comes down to, can he get it done? I think they're going to go around 11-6 as well, and it's going to come down to who can win more games in division, really. Second team I have is the Los Angeles Chargers. I have them going 10-7. Justin Herbert, I can't ever really count him out either, but then again, their system, their coach has been ragged on quite a bit about how well he's coaching and how well he hasn't really gotten this team anywhere. So again, I think they're going to be fighting for that division as well, but I think the Broncos are going to be just a little bit better. But yeah, guys, that's my playoff teams for the AFC. I'm going to do another video going over NFC for seeding and records. So yeah, let me know in the comments. What do you think? Did your team make it? Do you think this is the right kind of area for these teams and their records? Let me know. Till next time.